This is Rockslapping Champions. Player 1, playing Nova, we have Busha. And player 2, playing Tychus, we have Nicholas. So let's have a look at the masteries here. Nova is a level 44 Ascension, so or 44 Mastery in this case. So we have 15 points into the nuke and Holo Decoy cooldown, 9 points into the primary ability and unit attack speed, and then 6 points there, and then 5 and then 9 into Nova Energy unit HP regen mastery. So again, as usual, you want to put your points into the airstrike cost rather than you can Holo Decoy cooldown, and you want to have your points into the primary ability damage because Nova does really good does a really good job of that, unless you have a really good reason for the unit attack speed. Tychus is a level 374 essential player. It's gone for the Tychus attack speed, Tri Outlaw, and the medevac cooldown. Again, like this one is debatable, depends on your playstyle. So this is pretty much a fine mastery choice here for the player. I used to start off with the Tychus attack speed, but now I prefer the Shred Grenade cooldown instead. But again, both are competitive choices. There's nothing really wrong with going for either of them. It just really depends on the playstyle. So you can see here that Tychus has already started to put down in the command center. This is the standard Tychus build here, which means Tychus will be pushing in towards the expansion Void Sliver first, which is again the optimal way of playing this mission. There is a lot of arguing that occurs on the Battle.net forums and on the Reddit as to which sliver should be done first. The mission design, the intent of the mission design, when this mission came out, especially in the editor, this is sliver number 1. So the intent of this mission was you would clear the sliver first, and then you'd start moving through here, like that, in that order here. But because of the way co-op works and the just general co-op metagame, it is much better to clear the expansion sliver first, because that will improve your economy. And this is what Tychus is doing. He's going for Rattlesnake here. Just go ahead, just try and push this side. The attack wave composition is Devouring Scourge, which means this is a classic Air Zerg composition, and it is making its way now towards Nova's base. So we'll have to go ahead and deal with that. Nova will be out in 15 seconds, so it should not be too bad. Tychus decides to go ahead, help his ally out, and they get into position here. Drops a Shred Grenade, instantly one-shots pretty much everything except for 4 lings, and now he is good to go. So, Tychus is going to go ahead and start clearing this side, and Nova as well on here. And Nova's plan is if she's going to go ahead and help her ally, or she's going to go ahead and make the mistake of going to clear the other sliver out first. There we go. So Tychus is in position. Nova's going to go ahead and help. Tychus is slowly starting to push through. Defensive drone comes down onto here for you to help Tychus, and he's going to take out that Void Rift again. Try and focus down on the Void Rift. It makes sure that you don't have to deal with any extra enemies here. Saboteur drone comes down. Doesn't really do much damage to this lever, but whatever. It's there. Extra damage. Can't really complain. Nova's still in stealth mode here, and now there's an Overseer to go ahead and see what's up and what's going on. He just goes, has a look at Nova, sees, oh look, there's a girl with a gun, and decides to move out of the way. And lets his buddy go ahead and deal with that, because his buddy is going to have a very bad day, because Nova aggroes that, like that. His buddy just goes down, press F in chat to pay respects to that Overseer. And now Tychus is going to go ahead and start clearing out that side. Nova has an SCV here, so I think she's probably going to build a command center on location. Yep. Command center comes down on location now, and now Tychus is going to go ahead and start clearing out this next sliver area. So he has taken out the Void Rift, which means no more units will be spawning, and he has also seen what the next ability is of this Void Sliver, which is the Blue Ring of Doom ability. Nova is still chilling over here for some reason. What is Nova looking at? Okay, so she's looking at her expansion at the moment. I've switched over to first-person view. So, yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. So now Nova's interested in dealing with the sliver. Tychus has pretty much already cleared out all the defenders on the side, and he will be attacking the sliver, and the sliver will also end up going down very quickly. You can see it has actually a lot of HP. It has 1,500 HP. All the 3 guys do end up getting hit by that sliver. Tychus is unaffected, he doesn't really care very much. Nova a little bit more impacted by that damage output, but she'll be able to regenerate her HP very quickly, especially when she gets her next upgrade, which will increase her HP regeneration. There is now another attack wave for Nova. Nova is not paying attention to this attack wave. She's still looking at this side, not really paying attention to the base here, which is about to get attacked by a large number of units. Still trying to take out that Overseer to try and defend against this bonus, to try and get this bonus objective done. Bonus objectives aren't really worth very much. Not worth doing unless you have a lot of extra armor resources. Tychus is on here, so go ahead and engage that attack wave. Lots of lings here still, but the one Shredder grenade goes down, instantly one-shots a large number of units here. And now there are a bunch of Marines here, and Nova's still in stealth mode, but decides to drop down a bunch of Goliaths and a bunch of Marines here. I feel that one of the Marines is getting focus fired down by the units and does again end up getting picked off by the bunker. There is another bunch of Marines here. I think that other one is also going to end up going down before they end up clearing out both those Vikings, because there was no focus fire down on the Vikings. So 2 Marines so far have gone down for Nova, and but the bonus objective is safe, and that is at a cost of 600 minerals divided by 4 times 2.
Allied forces are under attack.
300 minerals, if anyone's wondering, if I've done my math correctly. So there we go. Tychus is going to start pushing in and weakening this enemy camp here. Which will be kind of useful if you're going to try and go for this next bonus objective, because the Warpers intends to walk fast on this side. But Nova is going to go ahead and engage this attack wave, because this attack wave is going to cause a few problems. But Tychus is already in position, uses the medevac pickup to get in rotate around, and he ends up handling the stack wave with no problems. There's another Shredder grenade that comes down onto these Zerglings, one-shots the Zerglings. Now the only thing that's left is a Tuna Fish hybrid and the Brute Queen, which stand no match against Tychus's onslaught. Nova now is ready to go, so she wants to try and push into this side. So she has a bunch of Hellbats here, which is an interesting tech choice, considering you are dealing with an air comp. But drops a sabotage drone. Very nice positioning here on the sabotage drone. You just have to stay away a little bit, wait for these things to actually end up being cleared. Tychus is already working away on the sliver. I'm assuming he's already dropped his nuke down and has ended up one-shotting all the enemy units here. But Nova is uninterested in helping her ally, and all she wants to do is go ahead and push into this last sliver, which she's not going to be able to keep up with the damage output from Tychus. Tychus is almost done. Drops a nuke on this side. The sliver ends up going down, so decent timing here. The sliver's HP the sliver shields has been reset now, and now there is a Death Grip Crystal that has grabbed Nova's army and will end up one-shotting those units, and the defensive drone will not save these units against the Death Grip Crystal. Death Grip Crystal, another one, does end up catching these units out, but it does get focus fired down. But now this other Death Grip Crystal comes in. Let's grab the Marine, 2 Marines, and a Goliath, and those guys are also going to end up going down. And now Nova is on this side as well. And now there is nothing left of Nova's army, and this is a problem, because Nova has suffered heavy losses, heavy casualties, and yeah, that's pretty much all of Nova's army gone right now.
Allied forces are under attack.
Nova decides, you know what, I do not have the amount of damage output to go ahead and deal with all these units, because Nova is still in stealth mode. Nova should be switching between the assault mode and the stealth mode to provide a little bit of damage output. So she's dropping the sabotage drone down. I don't actually know if the sabotage drone can one-shot Void Rift. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't actually do that, and yeah, Nova does end up getting taken out by these units. So Nova, we'll see what Nova's looking at right now. We're going to switch over to first-person view, so she's just going to look at the base and decide what she wants to do. Looking at Tychus, looking at Tychus's base, seeing, oh, what a nice, neat line of stuff there is. And yeah, just going to continue looking at her base right now and wait for Nova to respawn, and we'll see what the plan is for Nova on this part. So we're just going to stay in first-person view for a little while, and yeah, there we go. Tychus is busy engaging the attack wave, so he's not really, he's busy doing other stuff. He's doing the mission. Nova, on the other hand, just admiring the terrain, I guess. I'm not really sure what Nova's plan is. Okay, just looking at the expansion right now, and now it notices that there's a red dot making its way towards the base. But Tychus jumps again, this is the savior, and goes ahead and deals with a hybrid dominator. Nova decides to drop a bunch of Marines into the storm that the hybrid dominator has cast, and Nova is now looking at Tychus and decides, you know what, the sliver got me once, I'm gonna exact my revenge onto this Void Sliver right now. And we're gonna take it out. So she calls in the boys, and they are coming in, and they're getting ready to get into position here.
Allied forces are under attack.
One thing you can do when Nova, if you want to get Nova not respawning from the base, wait until there's 2 seconds left on Nova, and then just respawn Nova where you want with like 5 or 10 minerals cost. It saves you the travel distance for Nova, but Nova is going to prepare an army right now. She's putting together another attack force, as is very standard, like Amon, taking a page out of Amon's book. So she has spawned a total of 4 Goliaths, 2 Marauders, 4 Marines, and 2 Hellions, which she's converted into Hellbats. So there we go. Now she's going to start pushing into the side again. Tychus is again working his way towards the to this enemy camp. He's getting fired down by a large number of units, and the siege tank ends up shelling her and wipes out Nova. Is he going to respawn Nova? I don't think he's going to respawn Nova manually. Drops a defensive drone down to give his units a little bit of a shield, but again, he has to be very careful. There are a lot of Death Grip crystals over here, and now his units get caught by an Oracle Stasis Ward, just to add insult to injury. And now there are a lot of Thors, and that siege tank at the back there is just shelling off on these on Nova's units, completely obliterating our army without the help of the Death Grip crystals. And that is Nova's army down for the 2nd time in a row. Drop the Secret Missile, nice use of the Secret Missile, but unfortunately not enough to deal with the enemy forces that were just guarding that sliver. And now Tychus is also in position to go ahead and help deal with the attack wave. And now Nova decides to drop down a couple more Hellbats and a couple of siege tanks over here. And Tychus is already in position, so he ends up dealing with that. But now there are a bunch of Guardians here. Secret Missile again comes down onto these units. Good use of the Secret Missiles here. And Nova is going to start pushing in and helping her out. Tychus ally go ahead and push for this last final bonus objective area. Yeah, 2 Hellbats over here. Hellbats I think should be okay. They have a little bit of extra armor, but yeah, we have the 2 siege tanks as well at the back, and we'll be good to go. And now this evacuation ship is making its way towards the last bonus area. I think it is taking a little bit of damage because the Phoenix is harassing it, but that is pretty much it. So that area finally has been cleared, and Nova is, I think, wants to go ahead and snipe that Phoenix. But never mind. Tychus is now making his way towards that final Void Sliver. He does not want to go ahead, and he does not want to deal with this sliver next. He wants to go for that one. And theoretically, that one gets more complicated. That one gets more, like, significantly hard. That's a more difficult sliver to deal with. So if you clear that one out first, it's actually better for you. In large, like when you take a look at the whole picture. So it seems okay. In the grand scheme of things, that was the phrase I was looking for that I could not find. But Nova's army is now ready. She has a bunch of siege tanks, a bunch of Hellbats, and let's see what the plan is here. And we'll get the rest of her army. She's still in stealth mode, and she is auto-attacking. Needs to get into assault mode if she wants to be able to deal damage to this. She has her nuke ready, so she does get a bunch of her ghosts now, and yeah, it's very important for Nova to go and switch over to assault mode once she's done using her nuke. So again, Nova decides to jump in and ends up getting completely wiped by the defenders here. And there is a Yamato cannon that gets dropped onto one of these ghosts, and one of these ghosts end up going down. Now there are now the rest of her units are in distress because there's a Hellbat, and these Hellbats are being caught out by the attack wave that has spawned. Storm comes down here from the Hybrid Dominator. One of the Hellbats goes down. The Hellbat gets cast with the Plasma Blast. Ends up getting cleared up as well. Now there are a bunch of siege tanks that are also in trouble with 2 Goliaths. But there's a repair drone that comes down. Just healing this up. Oh no, that was Nikara. That was Nikara healing. But Tychus has ended up clearing up this side. And yeah, Nova is having a very, very difficult time. Drops a bunch of Liberators now to help deal with this. Again, gets caught by the AoE damage that has been dealt by this Void Sliver. But Nova is intent on pushing through to go ahead and deal with this thing. And now there are a bunch of units that get caught out by the Death Grip Crystal. Death Grip Crystal will get focus fired down. And now Nova has been instantly respawned as well to come and help in the final fight. Take out this Void Sliver that has long eluded her. This is the Void Sliver that has given Nova a lot of problems. This is her Moby Dick. This one is her White Whale, and now she is going to finally get her revenge on the Sliver. And not without losing a few more units in the process before that, because the question is, what did it cost? And the answer is everything. And indeed, it was indeed. It cost Nova everything. And that is GG.